Okay, now we have a plenary talk by Dr. Mutmaina, SPDI MPD. She's an education expert at the education facility of Al Asyariya Mandar University, West Sulawesi, Indonesia. She has completed her undergraduate, master's, and doctoral studies in English education. She is an expert in research and development of ELT materials and literature. Her doctoral degree is in English language teaching through developing literature, that is songs, film, novel, short story, poem, fable, and drama into the material of classroom teaching. Some of her books are English Cookies, English Language Teaching, Literary Workspace, and Literary Manual Instruction for English Lecturer in Higher Education. She is developing literature as English language teaching by using the Assure model integrated Gonier 9-level instruction. She has presented papers in national and international seminars in Indonesia. She has also published papers in national and international journals. She is also a resource person for international expert sharing conferences. She was the chairperson of the language department of the education facility and is a public relation in her university. She is a member of Association for the Teaching of English as a Foreign Language in Indonesia, member of Loretta International University, Cambridge, member of Association for Middle Level Education, member of Lecturer Association of Indonesia, and member of the English Lecturer Indonesia Association. Her interest areas are developing material and cybergogy. It's a delight to have you with us, Ma. Over to you.
Yeah, hi. I'm here. So can I share my screen right now?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Hello,
Yes,
am
ma'am,
I
you are
audible?
audible.
Okay, I will share my screen. Wait a minute. Wait. This is, can you see my
Yes, ma'am.
PPT?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Hello?
visible.
Okay, I will, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon from Indonesia. Before I start, I would like to say thank you very much to the Dr. Regine for the great invitation, and also all of the committee and the collaboration of Cape Comorin Trust India. I see here there are many institution, department here. I cannot mention one by one, but I'm very happy to be here. I'm happy you are helping me today as a keynote speaker. And this is my identity. My name is Dr. Mutmaina, but you can call me Mina. And this is all of my identity, my number of my ORCID, my research ID, or my Scopus, Google Scholar, and you can feel free to find me inside my article. Well, my topic today under the title about pedagogical strategy amid COVID-19, a pandemic in Indonesia condition in my country. Okay, I chose my topic today. This is because on the phenomenon that happening right now. This is some of the challenge is highlighted through COVID-19, and I divided into 5 the highlight issue. The first one about productivity, educational transformation, the social media, and I have heard about one of the speaker talk about the social media before me, and then this about the economy and the digital era. We will cover all of these highlight, challenge, and issue in my presentation today. For the first one, I wanna explain to you about the productivity. As you know that during the COVID-19, we must be adapt with the ICT culture, information, communication, and technology culture or namely this is integrated technology in our learning and teaching process. And because of that, because this COVID-19, we must be adapt with this condition because we are practice namely physical and social distancing. And also we need to redesign again our curriculum because we are lost our classroom, our physical classroom, and then we are in the virtual classroom. And also, this is a need to inject it, technology and then infuse the hybrid or a blended environment during the COVID-19. And then, not only about our productivity, as you know that in education, our education transformation. This is some of the term, the remote teaching. We are doing remote teaching, our classroom in the virtual, and we do namely distance education. And one of the theory that actually supporting about how to use the technology or combine between pedagogy and the technology in learning and teaching process, namely cybergogy, Wang and Kang theory. And about the mobile gogi, what is a mobile gogi? Mobile gogi, this is a namely device, for example, by using smartphone and then a laptop. We are now how to train our student by using some of these device, smartphone, and then also laptop in learning and teaching process. As you know, before COVID-19, maybe we not allow our students to use their smartphone in the classroom, but right now we can use that into the classroom as a device or a tool. And let me show again about the social media. Why a social media? A social media, this is the alternative media that you can be used in learning and teaching process, because in education this is actually the holistic process, not only about how to transfer a knowledge, and this is how to we train our students to be adapt with using the technology or some of the platform or the application. And for example, the social media that can be used as a media in learning and teaching process. And also, during the COVID-19, actually this is a have impact or influence with our economy. But actually, in economy during the COVID-19, we can be used our education transformation into the commercial. For example, there are many webinar or webinar platform that we can be follow and join during the COVID-19. This is free, but actually not free because we use the internet or the quota. This is in the economy education coming commercial. And the last one about the digital era. Why digital era? Because right now our education transformation into the digital era to adapt with this condition today. Everything we are going to be digital. In the digital era, this is a cover with three, namely the society 5.0, society, our community. We are building our community in the digital era right now. by using a social media. Like me and you, we are meet together from all around the country in the globally international conference like today, because we are building our communication, our social communication in the virtual. Namely, this is virtual. We are meet by using a social media, for example, a Facebook, and then here we are. And the next about industry revolution for industry revolution for 4.0. This is how to improve our student, namely 21st century skill, communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creative. And the last one about the pedagogy evolution. You know that in education, one of the methodology in teaching, namely pedagogy. So we must be adapt with this condition and evolution, pedagogy evolution in education. We are in the 3.0. Namely, this is focused to the student-centered learning approach. And all of them we will be covered into the our menu today. Indonesia, my country, when learning is really remote, emerging millennial and Generation Z trend for the next education, and how to become an independent learner or independent teacher, or how to becoming a digital teacher or digital learner, digital student. And this is the first topic about Indonesia when learning is really remote. You can see here the picture. This is based on the Jakarta Post news. There are some finding here about the condition in my country, and maybe this is same with your country. We have a problem about the internet connection. Indonesia is one of developing country, and also 50% of Indonesia area, we are in the rural or blank spot. Blank spot, namely, there is no internet connection or no internet. This is the problem. And actually, not only about the internet access, this is the problem, but this is a finding here. You can see about actually this is our teacher, the competent how to integrate the technology or delivering their material still low, this is need to how to train our teacher right now. And also about the distance learning in my country, there are many students, they don't have device or internet connection, and some of the people, they are borrow their device, their smartphone, share their Wi-Fi, and then call their student if they don't have device, and then also learning together. This is sharing by caring. And when Indonesia really remote in learning, our ministry, education and culture, our leading sector, this is a launching, namely Merdeka Belajar, freedom to learn. Freedom to learn, this is actually how to redesign more our curriculum into the simple and efficient and student-centered learning approach by using some of the method of the strategy. This is, for example, active learning or cooperative learning or collaborative learning. And we must be adapt with the condition today. The future is now. Why? Today, our daily activity, our life right now handled by the internet. Everything right now in the digital. Also, we are in education. As a teacher, we must be adapt and change our teaching style. Why? Because this is our student character right now. They are in the millennial or Gen Z, and they have the characteristic. For example, they are use the internet or the social media. Before we are talking about the generation, the Gen Z or the millennial, we can see here about the impact of COVID-19 on learning autonomy. Actually, we are train our student to be autonomy. Not only the student, we are the teacher must be being autonomy. We must upgrade ourselves and following some of the webinar example like today to get the imboost our knowledge or refresh our teaching method or teaching style. This is the impact of COVID-19. I just underline some of the higher strongly agree. You can see here, this is require a change the system. Yeah, we must be adapt with the system by using the internet and then utilize information, communication, and the technology. Communication, this is the social media. And also, we just move to here to greet need for ICT skill. Yeah, we need to upgrade ourselves how to use, how to teach by using some of the platform in teaching. Yeah, the platform, the application, or the social media. And the last one, actually, we are still losing to being together because we are lost our physical contact. And this is the millennial characteristic. The millennial or the Gen Z, why we must know, because this is the learner or the student, actually they are conditioned right now, and we must be adapt with this condition, and then we change our teaching style. Refers to the what is a millennial actually, what they want, what they need, and what they lack. And this is all of their four of the highlight the characteristic. Actually, this is make me broken heart, but actually this may be true. Most of them for the future, not maybe not today, but for the future, they don't like, or we will maybe lose our physical classroom, and everything will be in the cloud. One touch, you can access your education, your class in any time and anywhere. Or this is namely synchronous or asynchronous strategy. And the next, you can see here, they are more used the namely a social media. Well, this is the condition right now about the our student, the condition, the learner condition today, and why we must know our student condition. And you know that the millennial, you must identify and analyze your student condition. What are their learning style? What are their learning need? And what is the familiar technology that you can be used in your classroom? For example, my student familiar by using WhatsApp and Google Classroom. Yeah, go. I use a WhatsApp and Google Classroom. Even, or maybe I must be comfortable by using Zoom or by using Edmodo, but my student not familiar with that platform. I come back again with their condition and then choose what is the student choice. And this is about the evolution in education. There are three. Evolution 1, this is evolution 2, and evolution 3. We are now in this one. What are the difference yet? There are many. You can see here. Actually, here in the first one, this is about the traditional. The teacher is the only one resources. This is namely a teacher-centered approach. The knowledge is only adoption. And the next one about knowledge is a production. And the last knowledge is navigation. We just need to navigate our student to become independent or have autonomy in learning and teaching process. And also about the teaching interaction, learning facilitating and mentoring and coaching. And well, we know that about the focus in learning is this gaining knowledge for the first one, and the second about how to create knowledge, and the last one, this is how to navigate to available knowledge. And this is the indicator or the if you are becoming a digital teacher, if you have this some of these the indicator here, you are a digital teacher. But if you still don't have, you must be change your learning style and then adapt with the condition today. Yeah, this is some of you can find and evaluate authentic web-based content, use a social media for professional development and basic information communication technology skill, and then many more. You can use and combine some of the platform, the application or the social media in your learning and teaching process to achieve namely a Bloom taxonomy. And this is how to become an independent learner or independent teacher. You can see here, if you are doing this three topic in this matrix, you are independent teacher. And the first one we are talking here about the teacher center with the learner voice and choice. Yeah, that's why we need to design our material, our curriculum based on the teacher voice and the teacher choice. Yeah, and also you must know about your student learning style, because in learning and teaching process, this is not talking about what is the teacher want, but what is the student need, and the teacher can designing the material based on the student condition. And the next one about the learner center with teacher and learner as co-designer. And after that, you analyze what is your student need, what they want, what they like, and you can together collaboration with your student to designing your learning and teaching, namely from the curriculum. Curriculum include the syllabus, the lesson plan, the material, the assignment, and the namely classroom management of the classroom. And the last one about this is you are and your student partner in a learning and teaching process. Have equality between student and teacher here. And this is the concept of independent learning induction. There are three, I divided into three. You can see here about the learner. We need to improve and change and how to facilitate our student with the social skill, the thinking skill, self-management skill, and information skill. Why? This is supporting them to becoming a digital learner or digital student. And the way of thinking, because right now in teaching and learning process, we must, this is not about what is you want to do in the classroom, or what about the technology, but the first one about the mindset. This is the mindset, the ways of thinking. You must supporting about creativity and innovation, self-direct in learning, self-determined in learning, and use in online informal learning. There are many I will show you, online informal learning and learner and community center. Yeah, this is we can building our community, our social community, not only in our classroom. For example, today we are in the social community. We are meet here in the international conference webinar. We are share about education during the pandemic. This is, we are in the community. This is building community. And the last one about digital learning. We must facilitate our student about the digital resources. Actually, we can facilitate our student to integrate it using the social media, not only how to show their daily activity or their life, but it can be used as a digital resources. And then personal and social responsibility. And this is the example of the online informal learning, namely Coursera. You can go to this website and then join the course. You can learn many more. And not only about the Coursera, you can download a P203. You can use this platform to learn. And also at EatWeb, this is EatWeb webinar. This is synchronous or asynchronous. This is available synchronous or asynchronous, online or offline. And this is Elsevier. This is the Elsevier platform. You can join. And in learning and teaching, And then this is some of the, because I see here collaboration with the Department of English. So I focus of one of this is the platform how to teaching language to with the 21st century skill maps. This is the technology and this is the skill. This is just for example. If you wanna improve your student communication skill, you can use social media, for example, Facebook, and the platform that you can be used Edmodo, Skype, this Picasa, and many more. Collaboration, you can use Facebook. Many this is supporting by using actually the social media. Creative and innovation by using Pinterest, Picasa, Crazy. And information literacy, you can use, you can choose one of from these platform, application, or a social media to achieve the competence or the skill of your student. Leadership and many more. And not only by using a social media, actually we have namely a virtual reality. This is, for example, you can use one of this platform. This is namely QSpace Edu. This is the content of the platform. You can design your material based on this content of this platform. And also not only by using artificial virtual reality, maybe after me, Mr. Mohammed Galal from Qatar will be explain about virtual reality and augmented reality. And you can also train your student to use artificial intelligence in your learning and teaching process. This is to make your student fun, enjoyable in your class. For example, namely here EasyBird. You can download it, EasyBird. This is the website, Mitsuku and Replica. This is to there's all of these artificial intelligence friend. You can ask your student to improve their conversation or writing skill. I think this is for skill, yeah, in English. And about now COVID-19, this is actually reformation or transformation in Indonesia education. And our ministry actually gives some of the instruction about the independent learning. We must be design our curriculum like a menu. Like a menu because you know that with the variety method, media or technology, our classroom will be more interactive. And one of that you can be used, for example, entertainment education. There is edutainment, namely edutainment. You can use, for example, by using games or gamification. Game, yeah, this is include with virtual reality or augmented reality, or by using collaborative method by rubber slapping. For example, by using TGT, Teams Games Tournament. And then use a movie in the classroom. This is edutainment area. And what about the social media? How to use, social media being used in the classroom today? There are many investigation by using the social media. For example, by using Facebook, this is encourage class discussion. Instagram, this is require students to introduce themselves. This is for English, but maybe not only for English subject. This is for all. You can adapt. And Twitter to answer teacher prompt, and Blogspot. This is to about the student experience, YouTube, and many more. And while this is about online informal language learning, this is for English. You can use some of the platform. This is the platform, namely Rosetta Stone, Daily Learn English, and Duolingo. This is actually I share to you based on my experience. I use this is 3 platform in my student, and after I review, most of them they are like more agree by using these 2 of the platform, online informal language learning. And this is how to use a social media in the classroom, because in teaching you must know, or you must investigate, you analyze your student learning style, your student want. And this is, for example, I give some a questionnaire for the student, and most of them you can see here all about they are improve their English. This is, for example, in English class, but you can adapt in your class. You can give them the questionnaire. And using social media, improve all of the skill in English, everything. And this is the last one about by using a film and using song. Most of them, they like to learn by using this film and song. And I want to give you the example how to designing your lesson plan, your instructional design in your classroom to achieve namely Bloom taxonomy in the simple in interaction. This is, for example, by using a film. This is the film. You can I divided the pace of learning and teaching process into 5 phases: warm up, presenting, practice, production, and evaluation. And this is the Bloom taxonomy from low thinking skill into the higher of thinking skill. What should we do? What we can we do to achieve namely Bloom taxonomy in the classroom for each meeting in our class? This is, for example, in the warm up, you can ask your student before watching the movie, because this film talking about the volunteer, you ask your student to understand about these words, about the volunteer. And then while watching the movie, you can ask your student to remember the chronology of the movie. Maybe for another subject, now English, you can adapt this pace and then designing based on your subject. And the next one about the presenting. In the presenting a phase, we need to ask your student to design the brainstorming, drawing brainstorming. This is applied to analyze a word-related volunteer concept, finding the synonym and the antonym. And also use the application by using, this is integrated with technology, by using digital dictionary. This is, for example, in the practice, the student will discuss about the film mandate. This is applying, this is going to the higher of thinking skill. And in the production, you can ask your student to write a composition based on the movie they have watched. And then the student will try to create a simple movie by using TikTok. You know that yesterday I have given the questionnaire for the student, my student. Most of the students have a TikTok. And the last one about the student will answer the question based on the material given. This is for evaluation. And this is a chip, namely a Bloom taxonomy. Sorry. And secondly, this is the second film. Why I use this film? Because you know that teaching English in Indonesia, this is very not very difficult. This is a big challenge, especially in my class. You know that English, this is not the second language, but this is foreign. You know, my students have a mother tongue, and also we have a national language. And the last one, if you have your parents married with the different culture, you maybe will have two language. For example, me, my mother is Buginese, so my second language, this is a Buginese. My father, for example, this is my father, Makassaris. So also I have my third language. This is Makassar language, and the last English. This is the fourth, my language. So this is a very difficult, and sometimes I teaching by using, this is, you can see here, by bilingual with Indonesian language and then English language. And also in the classroom, sometimes I use three language, teaching by Indonesia, by mother tongue, and then by using English. This is a very heavy challenge, but by using this, for example, because they want by using film, so I design my material by using a movie or film, and then give them in the classroom to improve their English skill. This is another activity, not only watching a movie, but actually they can arrange the picture based on the movie, arrange into the right based on the movie that they have watched. And this is my classroom when we are use this film. Uh, this is you can see here the student watching the movie and use namely a smartphone in the classroom integrated with the technology, because you see that my class, this is a big class. I have a 45 until 45 students in my class, one of the class. And this is when they are using this movie and smartphone. You see they are focused with the material, playing, no joking. They are seriously and pay attention with the material. They are enjoyable. They are happy. And by using song, this is for example the song that I always use in my classroom. This is namely lyric training. While the student listening to the song, they will be complete the lyric of the song and choose based on this is the box. Yeah. For example, you can see here, and also you can feel free to get this literary work. I developing this is literary work, a film, song, a drama, novel, a short story, and then a poem in as material in learning and teaching. Feel free, you can go to this Google Play website to access my books. Yeah, this is the example of a lyric training, and another activity by using a picture. So this is like a menu. So the student listening to the song or watching the movie 5 into 15 minutes, and the next they are doing another activity. This is there are many the variety activity. If you go to my Google Play Store, you can find in this book there are 7 activity with different or variety activity that you can adapt or implementation in your classroom. And also this is my student class. They are in the group. They are listening to the song, use their smartphone to finding the meaning, and then they are discussion. Yep. And also during the COVID-19, I use Zoom. Oh. And what about if you don't have technology? There is no internet connection. This is you can use a media, for example, namely sarung. This is in Indonesia. This is sarung. This can be used as a media in teaching. This is just for example. And by using again TGT, this is during COVID-19. Namely TGT, teams, games, a tournament. Yeah. They playing in the outside in the classroom because they won outside in the classroom. And this is before I close my presentation, how to make your teaching fun. Yeah, the first one, you and your learner must becoming a digital learner, digital teacher. Nothing can stop education. This is not, we are not talking about the technology. This is, we are talking about the pedagogy, the methodology of teaching. And you, nothing can stop education. No internet connection, you can still more survive to make your student fun in the classroom with your teaching style. And yeah, this is the quote, and I very agree with this is 3 points about the using technology in the classroom. Remember, pedagogy, this is the driver, technology is the accelerator. Technology will not replace teacher. So don't worry, don't worry. But a teacher who use technology will probably replace those who don't know. Or if you are not use the technology, you will be, You know that. And the technology will can make your learning and teaching process more practical, efficient, and interesting, enjoyable, and fun. And this is motivate your student. And this is all I have. Thank you for your attention. Yeah, this is the reference. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such an interesting, engaging talk. It was really fun listening to you. We would now proceed to our next technical session, which would be chaired by Dr. Devendra Kumar Maurya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Sahu Jain College, Nijababad, Uttar Pradesh, India. Are you there, sir? Dr. Devendra Kumar, are you there, sir? Just a second. I think sir is not available at the moment. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sir is not available at the moment. Meanwhile, if there are any questions for ma'am, you could please unmute yourself and ask your questions. Any questions for ma'am?
Yeah.
Anybody who has a question could please unmute yourself.
So far clear.
Maybe for my question, yeah, just sharing. It's okay. Thank you.
So far clear with the presentations.
Presentation is very, very clear and very informative, ma'am. I love the way you brought in the element of social media, something that we know distracts not just students, even us, and spoke about how it could be useful for education.
Yeah.
I think we need to wait.
So actually, we must. I mean that here. Actually, why we need to how to know some of the platform, the application of the social media, because this tool have different purpose. For example, communication. Yeah, use the platform or application for communication, for collaboration, for creative thinking or higher of thinking. Okay, yeah, just something like that. Thank you. Where is Dr. Reggie?
Sorry, ma'am.
Dr. Reggie.
I think he's calling. So,
Okay.
Dr. Devendra.
Okay.
Maybe a network error. Could never tell.
Okay.